Okay. Thank you for hanging around, my friends. Thank you for allowing me that short break, and now we'll get back into action here. That a song always makes me happily bounce along with it. I may be guilty of doing a little bit of dancing along with the song myself before the camera comes on. Some flailing, similar to what you might expect to see in a Bel Air Jeff emote. Uh, okay, language options. You cannot change your language selection later in the game. All right, then I'd better go with English. That's that's strange. Whenever you see now saving on the screen your progress, most of the message probably wasn't that important. Okay, here we go. So, before I read or get into anything, I'll let you know my experience with Pokemon. I played through and loved Pokemon Blue when that was new. I I owned Pokemon Gold and I played through it, but really all I did was transfer all of my max level Pokemon from Pokemon Blue over to Pokemon Gold and just steamroll the whole game. So I don't know that I could be said to have played it. I didn't really count it on the list of games that I've of Pokemon games I've actually played. I made it about a third of the way into Pokemon Platinum and about a third of the way into Pokemon Heart Gold, I think. But Blue's the only one I've ever gone all the way through. And I've also played Pokemon Snap, both of them. I haven't finished the newer Pokemon Snap yet, but maybe will someday. That's it. That's my experience with Pokemon. So there's a lot I don't know. Hopefully, most of it will be, uh, it'll be okay that I don't know. All right. Welcome to my realm located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. Oh, all right. So it's the Great Deku Tree. I am that which humans call Arceus, or is it Arceus or Arceus? Probably Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. All right. So, what do we want to go with? None of them particularly look like me. I think this lady here is from the box art. We'll go with her. What is thy name? I was wrong. Looks on second thought looks exactly like me. Oh no, I should have put in a frowny. I should have put in a colon in parenthesis. I always forget to check if that's an option. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee, a world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Frown. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Oh no, my cell phone. I haven't seen a playthrough with a lady main character. I'm curious what that means for outfit options. I I feel like the lady characters usually get the better outfit choices. Love good outfits. 5 Foot Giant says. Pokemon Sword and Shield have played neither. Yeah, I haven't. Wake up. I haven't really checked those out. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? Are the Pokemon speaking to us? No. Gave me quite a shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Where am I? What is this guy? I'm not sure what this guy's wearing on his head. At first I thought it was like a bandana tied around his head, but now I'm thinking maybe it's a helmet. Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow addle your memory? I must say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. It's funny when it gives us dialogue options that are essentially the same thing. I see you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I don't know. What's going on in the background? It looked like Death Mountain back there. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. Somehow, I guess. Yeah, there's a storm. There's a storm going on above that mountain back there. So this game, I'm trying to look at the details of the stuff in the background, and it looks okay. It looks like not everything has like properly loaded in. I think it's a snowcap thing. Oh, his hat. Oh, you might be right. Brown Town, I hope y'all enjoy. I need to sleep. All right, Keith. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and sleep well, Key. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Crew. Foom. Plish Plash. So, Cyndaquil, I recognize. The owl, I don't think I've ever seen before. And the one on the right, I'm not even sure what kind of creature it is. It looks vaguely clown-like to me, though. So I assume that these are our choice of starters. And I'm really torn here. It's definitely a winter hat with a giant pom-pom. I want one. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. But you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. I should have picked not exactly right to hear the explanation, but... My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Frown. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. Laventon? That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 here. Off they go. Oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? It is a winter hat. Why is he wearing a big winter hat on the beach? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait. I'm not sure what the R button does for me. That's weird. I don't know what it's doing. No jump. Save your progress? Sure. Survey tips. Game controls. Focus on nearby target. Change item or Pokemon. Aim or throw. Oh. Aim or throw. Ride Pokemon. Check Arc Phone. Move dash. Menu. Ride a different Pokemon. Check Pokedex. Ride a different Pokemon. Okay. Ready. Investigate. Crouch. Dodge. I wish I had a jump. Target, throw, status, move, items, party. Alright, I'll probably have to refer back to this. And let's take a look at our settings real quick. Text speed. Let's leave those how they are. HUD toggling. Choose whether pressing the right stick will toggle the display information. Oh, let's enable that. Choose whether you want to be prompted to confirm a throw each time use the R in battle. I'll probably turn that off. Turn the music down just a notch. It's the ratio between the loudest and quietest sounds. Make it easier to hear. Narrow is good. Okay. Rowlet is from Gen 7 and Oshawott is from Gen 5. All right. I'm just checking out. Look at that rock popping into existence there. These things are curiosities to me. It might seem like I'm picking on the game, but these are curiosities to me. But they're not. They don't really bother me that much. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. Looks like It looks like the phone that we dropped, but someone has glued some decorations onto it, or put it in a really nice case. I found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that the Arc phone looks like a phone and is called a phone instead of looking like a Switch, right? Nintendo usually makes your character's handheld device look like their console. What do you think? You think the follow up? You think that the Switch 2 is going to be a cell phone? This is how they're paving the way for it. Sigh, alas, yet another miss. Aha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. I don't know. I think Arceus that you talked to in the void got a hold of your cell phone and it ended up like that. Now that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Crew. Now one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. Foom. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its back. Plish Plash. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here are my girl Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. 50! Pokeball, a mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. That's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. No, we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my three runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. It's I can't do it, but I assure you it's very simple. No, far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Alright, he's self-aware. Throwing Pokeballs. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim, and keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. Okay? Alright. You run out of... what? Do just say the word. If I burn through 50 Pokeballs? Alright, I kind of feel like we're making a choice here. Like, I feel like which one we pick first might be significant. So I don't know which one we should go after. I kind of think perhaps we should go with this water creature. I have mixed feelings about him, though. On one hand, I feel kind of sorry for him because he looks sad, but I kind of relate to him because he has a frown. But he also kind of scares me because he resembles a clown. I don't really have strong feelings about the other two. 5 Foot Giant says, I dropped my phone on my face. I need to go to sleep. Oh my. Thank you for the content, Frownie. So nice chatting with y'all. Save the date, April 8th, Sonic 2. Right on. Thank you for being here, 5 Foot Giant. I appreciate your company. And sleep well. All right, so let's victory. I'm already a master. Oh, wonderful. You've caught a Pokemon. Seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Frown. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. I mean, I assumed if they were dangerous, you would have said so, Professor, before letting me approach them. I can hardly believe it, Frown. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Just one more go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Is this like a prequel to the Pokemon world we know, like from the animated series? I think I get that impression. I think this is supposed to be like a very like the long ago days. They said Pokeballs were a recent invention, so I think this is early in the Pokemon timeline. Lots of mixed messages from this dude. Oh, I failed. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Is this the newest one on Switch? I don't follow the series. I haven't really followed it either. This is the newest Pokemon game though. It came out at the end of January. People in this game seem so much more interested in learning about Pokemon, like they're not known about already. I'm allowed to answer is that too spoilery? Oh, where this is in the timeline? Yeah, you can go ahead and share that, Cows. That's okay. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, and thank you for setting a good example by asking first. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Frown, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. Okay, it's blasphemous to think this, but I've played a ton of games, but never played any Pokemon games, Pookie says. Yeah, I've played my way all the way through one of them. I guess 2, if you count Pokemon Snap. I've played all the way through 2 of them, and then I've played parts of a few others. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. You're a modern person that got sent back in time to the time of legends before humans and Pokemon were really compatible. This is a prequel to everything in the Pokemon universe thus far. That's what I thought. That Streamlabs oddly well timed. Therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? Sure, you've convinced me. Though I'm not really sure what you're going to bring to the table, Professor. Seems like I'm doing all the work. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. I guess that's what the professor's bringing to the table. Perhaps I shouldn't be so immediately ungrateful. He'll bring joy with his giant pom-pom. He's only gonna feed and clothe and shelter me. Hardly contributing anything at all. Follow me then onward to Jubilife Village. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. I've watched streams, and it looks interesting. Same thing with that farming sim that's ridiculously popular. Farming sim on the Switch. I never played that series either. Are you talking about Stardew Valley? I haven't played that. I haven't played that myself. I'm kind of scared to play Stardew Valley because I think it will consume my life. Animal Crossing. I did play Animal Crossing, and it did consume my life. I can't help but think Calamity Ganon is up on top of the mountain back there. Could be. Could be. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village, it's come a long way thanks to the fine people of something. Galaxy? Never seen that child here before. That's quite the outfit right there. Where'd you come from? Village was built scarcely 2 years ago. Everyone's talking too fast. Sorry, I'm going to have to read some of this in my head, I think. Galaxy Hall. Not supposed to talk to strangers. Good advice. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? Just past this bridge here, to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Maps and markers. Use the minus button to view the map on your arc phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination, information on your missions and requests. You'll also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try and spot one of these markers, then head for it. Hopefully we're not just going to have to continually follow markers for every single thing we do. Hope we get to run around a little bit more freely. That's what I'm doing now, by the way. I'm purposely ignoring where I was told to go, because I just want to kind of take a look around and see some of the sights here. Talk to the people. Or if there's anyone capable of catching enough Pokemon to fill all the pastures here. Kind of a nice little village. Seems like it'd be a nice place to hang out. Does the professor know that child? We've no food for freeloaders. Survival out here is a daily battle, you know. To catch one of these Pokemon creatures, you need to throw a Pokeball at it. If you intend to stay here in the village, you should spend some time talking to everyone. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. If you've never seen me play a game like this before, like an adventure game, I have a tendency to walk around and talk to all the people and really take my time. So, if you're hoping for like a speedy rush through this game, that's not that's not what you're going to get, my friends. My playthroughs are snail runs, not speed runs. Just so everyone knows. Um, I hate when games force scrolling of dialogue too fast. I'm a rather slow reader. Me too. Me too. Especially when I have to read out loud. I like to blame it on my southern drawl. Also in Splatoon 2 and Luigi's Mansion 3, and I have played neither for no apparent reason. Barely touched Breath of the Wild. Don't really know why. Breath of the Wild I've played through a couple times, and I really love that game. It was a great time. I'm gonna turn myself upside down, as per the Channel Point Redemption request. Luigi's Mansion 3, I've played a little bit of, um, but just kind of got distracted from it. And Splatoon, I've played a bit of, but you know, a fair amount, but I'm not very good at it. And I enjoyed my time with all three. Okay, Ceiling Frownie, that's me. I love getting to talk to everyone. Excellent. I'm glad, cows, because that's what we're gonna do. That one looks suspicious. Oh, is this guy not going to talk to me? Oh, he did, but the thing went away, I think, because I got too close. What an odd way to dress. Is that fashionable where you're from? And actually, did I just walk through this other character? I don't seem to be able to do it again. I'm worried about the state of things here in Jubilife Village. We lack basic necessities, and there's some strange people around. I'm scared of Pokemon. I wish I'd never been brought here. Oh no. I had a rather traumatic experience when a wild Pokemon attacked me. Now I'm scared to even set foot outside the village. If we want to guard the village properly, we'll need to partner up with Pokemon. Okay, we've got some somewhat divergent opinions here. I came here from across the sea in search of fields to call my very own. For this venture of mine to succeed, I need to make sure we can work these fields safely. So this village of ours also attracts strange garbed folks like yourself, eh? Got a big haystack? What is... I don't know what these bundles of hay on the wall are for. Alright, we'll head toward the end in just a moment. I want to see if it stops us if we try to walk out of the village. Oh, and there's some guards out here to talk to. You won't find any Pokemon on Prelude Beach. It's about as safe as things get around here. They say the Pokemon of Hisui are even more savage and powerful than those of other regions. Oh my. I think maybe I hear one. Wow, it's really just going to let me go. It's really just going to let me go and ignore everything I was told to do. I kind of like that. Practice field. Do I still have Pokeballs? I don't. I could get into some trouble out here. Alright, so that's where we caught the 3 Pokemon. So there's actually nothing really interesting there. I don't seem to be able to interact or collect any items. So I really am, I think, just kind of wasting time here. Alright, and we're not going to be able to, like, climb up this wall or anything. No. Alright. I looked at the clippy thing that lets you rewind the stream, and you did clip through that one guy. I thought so. I thought that's what happened. I mean, my immediate impression was that the game looked like it had kind of half-loaded, so I'm expecting to see a lot of graphical weirdness. Okay. We are... Oh, there's a bunch of people over here we didn't talk to yet. This region is huge, and there's lots of dangerous Pokemon too. But you came here anyway. How come? Back in my hometown, I've got an older brother who's going to inherit the family farm and all. But I'm going to make my own way here in Hisui. Oh. Canala Bridge? I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. Okay, got some laundry hanging out. Wow, there's so many people. Let's just start. Let's go over here to the far end, and we'll just start from one side. Oh, they finally stopped us. Are you starting to hallucinate from the blood rushing to your head again? I hope not. I'm trying to take ibuprofen daily, but my knee is... Trying not to, but my knee is hating me daily now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pookie Stand. I should punch it in its stupid knee face to teach it a lesson. I don't typically think that physical punishment is a wise move against parts of your own body. Alright, whoa there, it's dangerous beyond these gates. You should stay inside the village. That's what he says even when we... Okay. Oh, what's he guarding over here? Pokemon terrify me. Even going out to gather berries is the worst. Item storage. This chest looks like you could store lots and lots of items in it. Okay, so this might be, like, for us to use. Alright, we've got a... Oh no, we can go in everything already? Oh no. Not now, you better head to the wallflower. Got like a portrait shop. Got, I don't know, more houses, I suspect. Clothing shop? I've never seen clothes quite like yours, hun. Where might they be from? We can get our hair done. A new hairstyle means a fresh outlook, and a fresh outlook lets you change your fortunes. Food. Oh no, I'm clipping through people again. Now who might you be? I haven't seen you here in the village before. Oh no, I've guessed the plot twist of the game. Our character is a ghost. The fall at the beginning of the game killed us. Commander Kamado. I thought that was Commander Commando. It is fantastically strong. In fact, I think I'm going to refer to him as Commander Commando. Rumor has it he once sent a Pokemon flying with one of those sumo throws he's so proud of. Oh, this is the wallflower. I shouldn't have gotten so close. Does this guy have a fake mustache? Oh, now aren't you awfully suspicious? I've seen doggos catch their tail and they look very happy / accomplished, so I figure there's got to be something to that. Somehow I don't think that's going to make it any better. The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Oh. Hey, this must be our rival. Who in the world are you, and what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Lavenden? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon drubbed me with a move called Thunder Shock, I'd have corralled him for sure. But the professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Ack. Isekai, being transported to another world, is a super popular genre in Japan media lately, and I think it's cool that they managed to put a fun new twist on it within the Pokemon universe. I didn't know that. I mean, so far as Western media is concerned, that seems to be, sort of a trope that pops up quite frequently. I think there's sort of always a transported to a different place or time sort of there's always something with that theme going on, right? Everything will be quite all right now. This Professor Laventon, look at the way he's dressed. He's dressed like a time traveler. Brown here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. Maybe the professor is Arceus all along. We're a ghost, and the professor is a time traveler. You're referring to Freaky Friday? I mean, that's not an example of being transported to another world, right? The characters that's a bizarre situation, but they stay in the same world. I was just thinking, like, there's like a time machine movie or something like that. I can't think of, now I can't think of any good examples. I was just referencing a very weird kind of bad movie. I know I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. It's been so long. Alright, as in, she's going to join the Survey Corps. What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. Okay, so this is Ray. Ka. Oh no, this is question marks. Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokémon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. I get that all the time. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. I thought I already did by catching 3 Pokemon. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. It's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Captain walks very stiffly. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter, the rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Potato mochi? Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Ah, well, you know that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. I'm going to stumble over that word every time I come across it, I think. It's kind of a bad movie, but the actors had fun with it despite that. I can see why people might like it. My guilty pleasure movie that I know is kind of bad, but I still like it is Bedazzled. I don't know if I've seen that, or if I've just seen like trailers from it. I forget sometimes when a movie is from a long time ago. Sometimes I forget if I've actually seen the movie or if I've just seen a trailer. I'm gonna return myself to normal. I think it's interesting they decided to make the player character in this game 15 rather than 10 in most other mainline games. Perhaps because of the there's been a lot of suggestion about the dangers of Pokemon, and so I'm thinking there might be some greater risk of violence. So maybe that's why they wanted to age up the protagonist a little bit. Sure, they're all over the place. In the grass, in the forest, in the oceans. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Frown will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. It's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack, but the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Frown, and think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all of its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. It was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Frown join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Frown's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Frown, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. We'll be kicked out of the village. Not just the one room they're lending us, but we have to leave the... Like, we can't stay in town and find a different job? That's harsh. Captain Silene's like Hisui in a way. They're both plenty harsh. Now she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day, and with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. I don't like that guy's shoes. His shoes have, like, Shrek ears. Still, people falling from the sky, that's some kind of story. So, this game, there's something into the Survey Corps quarters you've been assigned. I think I'll look around a bit first. So, there's kind of an issue with the game in that Pokemon are supposed to be so unknown and mysterious. And the thing is, like, most people who play this are probably already going to be really familiar with Pokemon. I don't know. It's weird. I think the game loses a lot of its, like, potential for surprise and wonder because it's a Pokemon game and we're already familiar with it. The sort of, like, time-traveling device to the story actually kind of works in a weird way, though, because our character is more familiar with Pokemon than everyone else in this world, right? So, like, we are in the same boat as their character, that we know more about Pokemon than anyone else. But while I appreciate that, it's kind of a shame they had to do that. It would have been nice It would have been nice if this game were like a Pokemon game in disguise. If they'd released it with a separate title and not had any recognizable Pokemon featured, and hidden the fact that it was a Pokemon game, and let the player discover that like halfway through or something, as sort of a twist there. I think that would have been much more impactful. They're looking for someone. Galaxy team is made up of several cores. Let's see, there's the security, construction, and agriculture core, and a few others besides. I guess this is for like battling Pokemon, but I mean, why would they have an arena for battling Pokemon if they don't do that? My first thought was it was a tennis court, but there's no net. Shrine Guardian, watch over us. I'm here to give thanks to the guardian of this shrine who watches over all in Jubilife Village. At training grounds, it says on the map there. No one hiding out behind the building. I think that's why the player character is a modern human rather than everything just being set in the past. I think you're right, Cows. And it's good that they did that, but it's a kind of a shame that they kind of had to do that, I think. I think if they had hidden that it was a Pokemon game and taken the risk and marketed it as something else and let that be a surprise, that I think that would have been, it would have created a much more interesting experience for everybody. It would have been a risk, though. Not now. Now, who might you be? I haven't seen you here in the village before. I just talked to you a moment ago. Captain of the Survey Corps, Celine. I wonder if anything actually scares her. Okay, it seems like most of these characters are saying the same dialogue as before. Our human weapons are no match against the fangs and claws of Pokemon. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. I heard that in some far-off regions, people challenge each other to battles using the Pokemon they've caught. If you intend to stay in the village, you spend some time talking to everyone. To catch one of those Pokemon creatures, you need to throw a Pokeball at it. I don't remember if that's the same dialogue or not. Alright, we'll head to bed. Kind of like these water mills. I don't know if I've ever seen a water mill in person. It seems like it would be very soothing, a very soothing thing to hang out nearby. Oh wow, look at that sky. All right, let's see what our new home looks like. They're very nice. 10 out of 10 would recommend water mills for soothing ambiance. Sleep until morning in the futon in your quarters. All Wow, this is a pretty sizable apartment we get here. It's a jug used to store drinking water. There's a lid on top to keep debris from falling in. Checking survey tips. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button, open the menu or the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Okay, I think I know how to save. So I'm not going to read that block of text. I'll just skim it. Nope, I didn't want to read that again. I thought I could investigate the thing in the middle, but I think I can't. Oh, look, we got some garlic and some shoes and some tomatoes. Are those tomatoes? They look awfully wrinkly. They might be some kind of produce I'm not familiar with. A nice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. It's a dresser of very solid construction where extra sets of clothing can be kept. It's a full-length mirror. Our 5 principles. Behave with courtesy to others. Superiors are owed your respect. Likes and dislikes are a luxury ill afforded. Those who are weaker must be helped. Difficulties must be faced head on. There's some lovely stones that someone must have found, but they're just plain old stones. It's a paper lantern. It seems to use oil as its fuel. All right, I think we've thoroughly investigated everything. Streaming rules on the wall. I can get behind most of those rules, I think. Rest until tomorrow morning? You bet. Ooh. There's a Bidoof. Thought it looked like it was raining rupees for a moment. The next day. Hey in there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. Did you sleep all right? I know it's not easy in a strange new land. Better not keep Captain Celine waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. Yeah, I really hope we don't have to wear a pair of shoes with ears like that. I don't like that style. All right, let's see if anybody's got something different to say today. That's the same. That's the same. So probably not. Maybe the... Nope. Nah, it's all repeated dialogue. You can throw spoiled apricorns at wild Pokemon to make them drop their defenses. Then they'll be easier to catch. Spoiled. Commander Commando. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Is that Pacell? There's some... Yojiro? There's so many characters. There's so many people in this world, and they all have names. Though I'm not going to remember who anybody is. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered? This is what happens when you go so far afield. But the medical corps will put you to rights. You do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. I'm acutely aware of this because everyone constantly reminds me. You might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Silene, ma'am, I've brought Frown. You may enter. Look at all those maps and charts. It's all very official. Oh, there's an Abra. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. 3 species right away, but none of us have ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Nintendo has this thing, like they really like fashion where a character wears something around the middle of their torso. Because in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, like all the characters have these like pillows belted to their torso that I don't know how they stay up and what purpose they serve. It seems like it would just be, it seems like it would be awfully cumbersome to have to wear around all the time. At least this is like a fanny pack. That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. I expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Galaxy Team's entry trial. This looks very similar to an obi on a kimono, so that makes sense historically. I'm unfamiliar. But I guess it would make sense that they were drawing that inspiration from something in real life. But it always just strikes me. It always just, especially in those Zelda games I mentioned, it just strikes me as unusual because it looks impractical. But I do have to say, there is much I don't know. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are two types, missions and requests. So there could be some purpose that I just don't understand. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Alright, missions versus requests. Pardon, frown, come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Frown absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. A Pokemon. Crew, Foom, Plish Plash. Go on, Frown. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Alright, we finally get a choice. So I'm open to input. I gotta say, I'm leaning heavily toward Oshawott. But I am curious what you would pick, my friends. Why not choose whichever one your gut tells you to? Oh my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Alright. They're all good buddies. Do you normally pick Fire Grass or Water Starter? Good question. I don't know if I've ever picked a Water Starter before. I think I'm going to have to go with Oshawott. That's what my gut tells me. Plish Splash. In Pokemon Blue, I chose Charmander. And in Pokemon Platinum, I chose whatever the one in the plant one in Pokemon Platinum. I can't remember what it's called now. Plish Plash. Do you want Oshawott as your first partner? Yes, I do. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. That... excuse me. That Pokeball is partially made of wood. I'm glad you're going to go with Oshawott. The friends I've been watching have chosen Cyndaquil and Rowlet, so I haven't seen any Oshawott gameplay. Well, I'm glad that that works out for you, cows. My impression of Oshawott was that I thought he would not be a very popular choice, and so I kind of felt sorry for him when I first saw all three of them. I was like, oh, I was kind of thinking, oh, I bet no one's picking that water Pokemon. I don't know if it was because he had the frowny face, like I said, or because he did look somewhat clown-like, which could be disturbing to some people. But my initial feeling when I saw the three was I felt like I probably should choose him because most people probably wouldn't. A word of advice, my girl: pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. It's very interesting that I seem to be making the opposite decisions of all of your friends, cows. Look at those two. Cheer on their pal, Oshawott. Or maybe they just wanted to help Frown with their trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village and Frown fell out of the sky after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Crew and Foom. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. You obtain 20 Pokeballs. Now, is that on top of the 46 that we should still have already? Or did he take those back yesterday? These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. On the third floor is the office to the Galaxy Team Commander, Kamado. You're not going up there until we know a little more about you, mystery kid. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. This guy's got like a hot water boiler over here. It's hard to guess what this is supposed to do, but it clearly does look impressive. Oh, this is his time machine. I'm on to you, Professor. That's what this is. Oh, we can't... Cyndaquil won't talk to us. That looks like he's got some delicious fruits there. What are these? Blue apples? Blue tomatoes? I want to try one. What's in the... Oh, this was probably where Oshawott was staying. Inside this, yeah, he's in a fireplace, and Rowlet's in a tree. Oh, perfect. Also, that has got to be the largest bonsai tree I've ever seen. Abba. You know what is expected of you now. It is up to you to see things through. It's safe here in Jubilife Village. Don't forget that you can always return here to rest and recover. Okay, got our infirmary. Probably shouldn't bother this guy while he's recovering. Running low on potions. Guess I'll need to go and gather more materials. Is this an eye chart? There's a lot to see in here. We're in the middle of nowhere out here. We have to make what we need ourselves. Maybe a small thing, but it sure feels great to be able to make what's needed for the team. I love Rowlet just chilling in the tree. Alright, here's where they make the Pokeballs. Interesting. Oh. You can read some of the Supply Corps' notes. Current goals: spreading the usage of common crafting recipes and securing sufficient materials for the village. Status, in general, progressing favorably. I love that they show the making of the Pokeballs makes it seem that much more old-timey. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the feel of this place. I like, I kind of like the world we found ourselves in here. Hey, where'd you come from? Your clothes look kind of weird. I want to see if I could have investigated. I could have. Nothing here seems relevant to you. I know. I'm not trying to go up there. I'm trying to go past you. Oh, he caught me. He caught me trying to sneak up the opposite side. All right. I think we've seen everything in the building. We only have 20 Pokeballs. Alright, there's our friend. I don't know how to recollect him. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess we have to use a Pokeball. No. Oh. It was easy. Like I said, I've never played any of these, but I do agree the worlds of these are pretty cool. I was thinking about trying one of the 3DS ones. I never got around to it. This is similar, but my priorities would probably have Metroid, Mario Party, and Animal Crossing before this, so I may not get around to this. I mean, understandable. We only have so much time, right? And there are so many games. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell. You're quite the character. Volo. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Oh. Sounds good. Let's do it. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Okay, here we go. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenge you to battle. Togepi. I know Togepi. Battle. Oshawott used tackle. Oh. Get him. Victory! You defeated Togepi. Battle decided. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? As they gain experience through battle, they learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon moves. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the Change Moves option. Okay? So few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. 5 potions. A topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy Team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. If when they ever added some sort of co-op multiplayer that would capture my attention, pun intended, but we'll see if that ever happens. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let Rest the guardsman know where you're off to. That way someone can come collect you if things go wrong. Hope you make it through this. Alright. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have a co-op mode. I actually kind of thought that was the case, but I wasn't sure. You frowned, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. Okay. So, the Fieldlands. It's kind of a... I'm getting the impression here that like the overworld isn't something that's all connected that you can wander around. We're going to have to choose to travel to areas like this. So the world is sort of segmented. That's a little unfortunate, I think. This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Oh, but even though it's kind of unfortunate that it's like that, but they sort of contextualized the menu well, so I do like that. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Ah, well, you see, Captain Silene got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? No one is impressed with the professor's abilities. Everyone doubts his competence. To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Frown's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here, not my ideal state of affairs. Let's get started. You'll be more than equal to this, Frown. You need to switch up your Pokemon. On your entry trial R, you stay alive and good luck passing too. Okay. This is Aspiration Hill. Look, a Bidoof. Nice. Maybe some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's what Captain Silene taught me. Hold down the ZL button, focus on a wild Pokemon, keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon's attacks. Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokeball fly, and you ought to be alright. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna hit that Bidoof from here and impress everybody. So close. Alright, maybe not. That didn't work? That was a hit. Victory! One Bidoof caught. Now on we march. Okay, I kind of want to look around a little bit, though. Where are you even going? Never mind. I didn't know I was going to get yelled at. We got some pink flowers over here. It's kind of nice. Sun appears to be standing still in the sky, so we've got all the time in the world. Now Starly here is the type to run at the drop of a hat. But not to worry, crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. Press B, the B button, to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into the tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. Hey, thank you for those trophies, cows. Some people have complained about the background graphics in this game, but I think they're super pretty in a cartoony way. They aren't realistic at all, but they still look aesthetic, I think. I think a lot of stuff in this game looks pretty good. I can see why, like, I get what people are going to complain about, but those kind of things don't really bother me. Um, some of the textures are a bit blurrier than I would prefer, but I think a lot of stuff in it looks all right. And I can kind of see, like, it's kind of like one of those things where, like, I think it looks good just because, like, I can see what they're going for. And so it might even be that things in the game look better in my mind than they actually do on the screen. And that's Starly caught too. I admit, I'm impressed so far. A second victory, easy win. What's this? Medicinal leek. Don't mind if I do. Where are you even going? I just found a medicinal leek. It made me want to look around for more things. Like here, there's stuff in the tree. We got to share another smidgen of wisdom. Back in the olden times, they didn't have sharp textures. All right, Cranky Kong. uh, how to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Silene's wise teachings, have an item at the ready but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item? Press X. The captain's a real expert on these things. If only they'd highlighted that differently, they would have had a real pun on their hands. Then once you've got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it'll bring back whatever it finds. Now it's time for your partners to shine. Excuse me. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Well done. All right, so, hey, we've got... Oop. These other Pokemon that we just caught have immediately become our friends, it seems. Oran berries. There it is. Shinx. Pretty cute. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? It has what? Don't worry about it. Just focus on the Pokemon around you. You'll figure it out quick enough. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. Use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon. You see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above the Pokemon, the easier it'll be to catch. X icon will appear above the Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. Well, not to worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. Got a few Pokemon of your own to use now, don't you? Take one of those Pokeballs and throw it at the wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you learned in your battle with Volo. Get out there and make your last catch. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you can see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. Aqua Jet. How you like that, Shinx? Failure. Oh no. My poor friend. Oh no! Gust. Victory! Wait, did you really? You really did. You did it. That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Laventon the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all of our escaped Pokemon one after another. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial. All right, we don't have to be we don't have to be exiled from the village. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial of flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Frown. You've taken your first step toward seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Can we retake it? I think I blinked. I've got to admit it's true. You've got real talent for this. Tutorial finished. Good job. Thank you. Now then, we best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters. Can't wait to see the captain's reaction. Go live. Your Pokemon are going to stream from the village pasture. That they are. That they are. What have I got here? Cherry berry, Pokeballs, orange berries. Okay. No one's saying anything interesting. Still. We might not be out of the tutorial just yet. If you're going to live here from now on, I suggest you sign up with the Galaxy team. Go upstairs now? Nope. Can't wait to see the captain's reaction. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations, you passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. She handed me nothing. You received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. No. Get changed in the room you used last night, and then you are to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Here's the mirror in your quarters to change in the Survey Corps uniform. When changing your uniform, use the mirror in the quarters to make sure you've put it on right. If you go up there not in uniform, the commander will send you flying. We've had a great deal of survey work ahead of us, my girl. I hope you're ready. I doubt we're going to find a lot of different dialogue at this point, but if you're short on items, craft more yourself. If you want to craft new items, collect recipes. Trusty satchel is a must if you want to gather lots of materials for crafting. You should speak to Baggin. He'll teach you how to pack even more into that satchel of yours. The guy who's an expert on satchels is named Baggin. Whoa, you joined the Survey Corps? Cool. We're finding lots of new dialogue. Oh, this is Kano Matt. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you on board with us. If you've been attacked by a Pokemon, you can always go to a base camp to rest. You're part of the Survey Corps now, right? You should craft your own potions. I feel like it's just telling me that I can, but it seems like the characters are all being rude. You want new items? Go make them. I'm not giving you any new items. That name is 4D Chess Big Brain B Movie level puns. Want to change your outfit? Yes. Time to put on your Survey Corps uniform and your Survey Corps sandals. That's a slow rotation. There's our new uniform, huh? Thanks, I hate it. Actually, the uniform doesn't look that bad, to be fair. I don't like the big Shrek ears on the sandals. Everything else about the uniform actually looks quite nice. It looks like it would be rather snug and cozy. They do seem rather grumpy. Are we done? Yes. You changed into your Survey Corps uniform.